There it is, pulling me in the wrecker. That's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be the other way around, but here we are. The wrecker has a little bit of an issue. Might be my fault. Actually, it has two issues. They both might be my fault. I blew up the clutch, and then we flat towed it back home. And we broke the frame. How's that even possible? As it happens, there's a little bit of a damaged spot that had been patched in the past. They did a pretty poor job patching it, and we tugged it apart just a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and address that. I have one of the body bolts down there. I gotta cut it, so I guess I'll just get the Sawzall and we'll cut that thing. Beyond that, cab ought to go up pretty easily. Famous last word. What goes up must come down. So that bolt right there has a little issue. It's seized in there, and I have no idea how come it's seized in there. The little retainer that's up in there somewhere is spinning free when you try to turn the bolt. So let's go ahead and get under there and use the finest Walmart has to offer. Got it. The welds are all broken. We're just a little screwed up here. Not terribly, but just enough. I'm gonna get underneath of there and cut those. With a little kinetic persuasion, maybe this thing will come off the front of here. There's one side. Perfect. That's one way to slam your ride. Right there is the brake. I have to fix that. We're gonna do the same upgrades that we do on that side on this side. Well, there you see it from the outside view where the fuel tank was mounted. Let's get after it. And like that, it's off. I'm gonna use some old spray paint that I had laying around in the shop. I'm gonna spray the outer surface of this, and I'm gonna set the paper against it and try to get an impression. This wind's not helping it, but there we have an impression. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and start taking off the transfer case and the transmission here. It's going to be the brains and the brawn on this operation. Mostly with a broken back. And throw it at the ground. That was the lightweight part. You know what they say, suck it up and pick it up. Go ahead and put my phone up there. That way, if I somehow manage to drop it on me, somebody can call 911. That isn't me. That's heavy. Don't try this at home. Okay. There we go. I got it out. Mission accomplished. This here is the plates. We have identical plates for each side. Now there's a few holes missing. This is where the fuel tank mounts, the bracket. There's supposed to be a few more holes there, but they're not. But I'll drill those ones out myself. That'll be fine. It's not a race, guys.
It's a race. Not everything was a race.
Well, that's a sight you don't see every day. Two dudes playing with sparklers. The daylight's pretty well gone. Might just have to turn on some headlights. Oh, there's the daylight again. I found it.
You gonna think daylight when I put these sparklers?
That's what I was waiting for. I was like, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna angle myself out of the way. Crispy cheeks, crispy buns wasn't what I talked about.
Yeah, we like lightly toasted buns around here. We don't want them to be on fire.
Look, your girl said you had a hot ass.
Well, you know, I don't know if it was meant in that context.
Oh, well, we're gonna make it that contact.
Well, you can go home and tell her definitively it's hot tonight. How's this welding in the dark going, guys? You guys enjoying it?
Quite great.
Like, I can't even see you. That's how dark it is.
It's exactly like regular welding. Like
Yeah, you can't
you just
see
close,
anyway.
you just close your eyes and go for it.
You're just welding with a little more guesswork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, look, it's pitch black right now. Up there's Mike. There's
Get him,
Alex.
Mike.
Hey, Alex, what's up, buddy?
For those of you at home, I look way better in the dark anyway.
All right, that fuel tank is in. Transfer case and transmission are now paired up to the engine. Drive shaft is in. Transmission's in neutral. We got brand new body mounts, except for that one, which is brand new, but I put a modification on it. Front mounts for the core support. Still got to clean off that. Here we have the old terrible dumper. Oh yeah, and John. He's not the old terrible dumper.
That's my wife. She'll tell you different.
We have to now push this underneath that cab, hoisting it with that. It's almost like we did this before.
Oh, we're over here.
The cab is back on. Got a few more things to do, and then we can go ahead and start it up and drive it. I'm gonna put a little bit of fuel in the carburetor so that I can possibly get it to fire up and start drawing fuel on its own. Yeah, and then we'll put a little down the barrels. All right, let's see what happens. Potential fire in the hole. There she is. Fuel? John says we're getting fuel. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna let this thing idle for well, you know what? I haven't got any water in it, so I think I'll shut her off now. Oh, never mind. She's gonna shut off on her own.
Fix this fuel line.
Is it leaking?
Yeah.
Oh, I did that on purpose, so it'll bleed out a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
the cab's got set
I
on,
think,
that's what
yeah, I
it
think
did.
that's probably what happened. The cab sliced it. Round 2. There it's running. Not with too much of a fuss either. I had to replace that distributor cap and the rotor, obviously, and they seem to be working out perfectly. Let's go ahead and back this thing up. So far, so good. Brakes are still a little off, but on the bright side, it is holding gear. The clutch seems to be functioning great. Well, John's called me. He's apparently got transmission problems, and he's in Howard, Kansas. And I don't know for sure if I can make it there in the wrecker right now, but we're gonna find out. Right side, it does do the tow thing, so we do have that. And I have a little vibration. It's just a tiny vibration in the right front at about 30 miles an hour. So it's starting to feel a little bit up here in the steering wheel, but not real bad. There it is. Well, we're sitting here on the side of the road. It's bogging down on me just a little bit. I'm not sure why, but conveniently I need to put the directions in on my phone here, so we are going to do that and give it a moment. Sounds good-ish. What in the tarnation is going on here? anytime I start building up power, she starts bogging down. Alright, well, we're going to press on and see what happens. Maybe it just needs to shake off the cobwebs. I don't know, but she's a fighting today. Alright, I pulled over, checked the fuel filter. It looked like garbage, so yeah, I guess we're just gonna pump on. I put a new one on and I'll see what it does. Well, it feels a little bit happier. We'll see what happens. You know, it's acting way happier. I think we're good now. We'll see how this trip goes, and I'll let you know again if anything else happens. Well, I just stopped for a second here. The truck died. I shouldn't say stopped, it wouldn't go. I think I had a float stuck in the carburetor. Which honestly is not that surprising. Being as the carburetor is been sitting for a while with nothing hooked up to it, so not to mention that fuel filter was absolutely atrocious. I'm gonna say this could get very interesting, and we're only an hour away. Fantastic. 46 miles. At this rate, we'll be there by like 2 o'clock. Well, so we are cruising down the road at a modest 57 miles an hour. It's not doing very hot on the uphills. That's all secondary because it started raining. That wiper, not doing so hot right now. Fortunately, the driver's side is okay. We've still got a ways to go too. We got about 23 miles. Let's see how this goes. John, explain why we are here.
Transmission's toast.
What now?
It took 15 minutes to toast the transmission in Crown Vic.
What he didn't tell you is the Kansas Gambler 500. And what you made it 15 minutes yesterday morning, and that was it. No more gambling. The old Vic decided she didn't want to go no more. Why am I always towing Fords? What the hell's going on with that?
Yeah, but it was a fun 15 minutes.
15 minutes is fun. Usually we like them to last a little bit longer.
Yeah, but I've survived 6 out of 8. 75% is a passing grade.
That's good. All right, well, let's get this thing latched up and get her towed back to town. Fuel filter I took off back, I don't know, like before I even hardly got out of town, had water in it. So we're gonna add some magical treatments from the Dollar General that, you know, Dollar Generals are everywhere. We're gonna add some magical treatments and hope and pray for the best. And then we're gonna dump a can of Italian tune-up in there and see what happens. I think we're just gonna dump both of them in there.
Both of them?
Might as well. Go big or go home, and we're trying to go home. Helps if you squeeze them sometimes, huh? The juices come out faster if you squeeze them. There we go. Now let's get that Italian tune-up and dump that in there. What would I do if I didn't have somebody to operate this? Well, I almost got it. All right, Italian tune-up, here we go. This thing better run like a top after this. Just giving her all the drinking problems.
Well, that right there, that'll get us the extra gas mileage we need to make the bow lane.
Yeah, I don't know how much fuel we have, so this could be interesting. We might be siphoning fuel out of the Vic.
Hey, there's a full tank. I fueled up.
15 minutes and nothing. All right, let's do this. The passenger side wiper is finally giving up its game. It fell off, so we'll have to stop somewhere and see if we can reattach it. But currently it's raining nicely. I can't see much. I don't want to scratch up my beautiful, but you know,
this bunk.
Oh well, I guess we're just using regular. Okay. We'll wait for this guy to move. Nope. Well, there we go. Ah, wiper blades again. Fantastic. I drove all this way just to pick up a clip for a wiper blade from John.
Happy to help, buddy.
Glad you helped me out. That wobble's getting ridiculous here. I wonder why.
Stay alive. Come on now.
Don't die on us, girl. We got a long ways to go. Got a short time to get there.
Amen.
Come on, over the hill and far away. Let's go. Anyways, this is our new speed. Oh God! How the hell did that happen? Here we go again. Let's see if we can get up this hill. I mean, it's moderately happier than the last one.
Yeah.
A lot happier. Let's just hope all the gunk is in that filter, not gonna end up in the new one.
Yeah. If we can make it to State Lake, we've got a place we can pull in to get it built.
I think we're just gonna keep pushing it until we can. I am doing. I need all of your 3/8 plastic fuel filters.
Wicks and microguard?
Yep, I'll take both of them. Dadgummit, I'll take them.
I don't have any wicks.
They say that beggars can't be choosers, and well, we're at that point today.
Why?
Well, do you want to see the other fuel filter? I'll show it
On
to
that?
you. Yeah, I'll show you the one we pulled off a bit ago. It's horrible.
No, I'm good.
It's horrible.
It looks like the contents of a spit cup.
I guess on the bright side, the microguards aren't quite as precise as the wicks, so maybe they won't plug up as quick. Folks, the fuel that comes out of your fuel filter should not look like that. Your fuel filter shouldn't look quite that dirty. But there's two. There's a new one. We only have like 15 miles to go. We managed to successfully deliver the Vic back to John's half of the empire. Good Lord. All right, well, that being said, I'm done. I think we've accomplished a lot. Clearly there are some things to address on the wrecker once again.